Look, I get it. Everyone says the 2x2 is easier than the 3x3, but then why does yours look like a colourful nightmare that laughs your pain every single day? What if I told you that in the next 10 minutes, you'll go from
I have no idea what I'm doing
to, oh my gosh, I actually solved it. And I'm not talking about getting lucky once. I'm talking about being able to solve it again and again and again. Hey everyone, SpeedyGoneCuber here. Today, I'm going to blow your mind with the easiest 2x2 method for beginners that actually makes sense. In addition, I've created a cheat sheet page on SpeedyGoneCuber.com, which you can find for free. Because let's be real, you're going to want to solve this thing over and over when you see how ridiculously easy it actually is. Ready to finally beat that cube? Let's destroy this puzzle once and for all. So here's the plan, just 4 ridiculously simple steps. But first, let's go over 3 crucial basics of the puzzle. Number 1, a 2x2x2 cube is just like a regular Rubik's Cube, but with the center and edge pieces hidden. Instead, the puzzle only consists of 8 different corner pieces. Forget everything you think you know about solving one side.
I'm going to make all the white stickers on one face, then orange, then yellow.
No, that's like trying to build a house by painting the walls first. We're going to solve it layer by layer, and it's going to feel so much more logical this way. Number 3, white is always opposite yellow, red is always opposite orange, and green is always opposite blue. Got those 3 things? Perfect, because now you're thinking like someone who actually gets how the puzzle works. Here's what we're doing. Step 1 is to make a whole side of white. Step 2 is to turn that whole side of white into a completed layer. Step 3 is to flip the yellow pieces the right way up. And step 4 is to do some magic to swap everything into place and bam, solve. Trust me, it's going to be way easier than you think. Let's go. The first step for solving a 2x2 Rubik's Cube is to create a whole side of white. This step is extremely intuitive, so you should be fine with just a little bit of trial and error and playing around with the puzzle. We've got a white piece here and we've got a white piece there. 2 whites are next to each other. We've done 50% of a whole side of white. Fantastic. We've got another white piece down here, and I know that in one move, I can bring it all the way up. I could try to experiment by bringing the right side up, but unfortunately that messes up one of the white pieces that we've already put in place. We might need to solve it in a few moves instead, so let's just think of it logically. Begin by moving the corner piece out the way, move the bottom layer to the left. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this side down, the side for where it needs to go. You'll notice that that does temporarily take out this white piece, but that is so that you can insert this brand new white piece into the whole side. Finally, we can bring it back up, fixing our whole side and making a whole side of white. The scenario before included inserting a white piece that was going to the right, but in this scenario, when we hold the white in front of us, it's actually going to the left. So here we're going to use the exact same strategy, but instead we're going to move it to the opposite side, which in this case is actually the right, and then we're going to bring the left side down, so the side where it needs to go, this is going to go down, and then we're going to mash it up in one move like that, and then we're going to bring this side back up to get our whole side. And one challenging case you might encounter is if the white piece is on the bottom. You can't just like insert it in like 3 moves straight away. Instead, what you actually want to do before is you actually want to flip it so that white is on this side. So it's better if white's here or white's here. So to do that, bring this side down, or we could bring this side down, it's up to you. I'm just going to bring this side down, and then that does actually bring the white onto the side, which is perfect. So now what we have to do is we just have to move it out of the way. So I'm going to move it maybe 2 times. It's up to you. I could have moved it back here if I wanted to. And then I'm going to bring the right side back up. Now we can use the exact same strategy before to bring this in front of us, move it away, bring the opposite side down, and then match it up, and we've solved our whole side. And finally, the last difficult case that I'm going to be going through is when we have a white piece that is in the white layer, but it's flipped. Take this corner piece out. I can just bring the left side down, I can move it over to the right, I can bring the left side up, and then that pushes it onto the side. So now we can use the exact same strategy that we're very familiar with at this point, which is to move it away, bring this side down, mash it up like that, and then we bring it back up. Congratulations on learning how to solve a whole side of white. The second step for solving a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube is to turn this whole side of white into a completed layer so that all 4 corner pieces are located in their correct position. Once you've solved the whole side of white, you might encounter one of these 2 problems. Problem 1. This is where 2 adjacent pieces need to be swapped. The way you recognize you got this problem is we're going to check each corner one by one to see if they are in the right place. So we're going to begin by checking this corner and this corner. And we look at the side bits, and because they're both orange, that means that these 2 corner pieces are in their correct place. However, if we rotate to over here, for example, we can actually see that this is green, this is blue. They do not match. That means that this corner piece actually has to go here, and this corner piece should actually go here. The solution is very simple and intuitive. All you need to do is take an unsolved corner piece out. So you can choose any one. I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to bring the right side down. I'm going to move it to anywhere I want in the bottom layer. I'll just move it to here, and then I'm going to bring the right side up. Instead of going here, it's actually going to go all the way back here. So we're going to move it underneath where it needs to go, and we're going to move it away, and then bring the right side down, mash it up, and this is a perfect sign because we've actually got orange, orange, blue, blue. That means that these 3 pieces are in their correct position, which is fantastic. You'll also notice that inserting this one would have actually taken out this one. It makes it very simple and straightforward to insert it like this. You would have done this loads of times by now. And congratulations on completing the first layer. Problem 2. 2 diagonal corners need to be swapped. Here, these 2 are not the same color, these 2 are not the same, these 2 are not the same, these 2 are not the same. All of them are not the same. So that means that 2 diagonal corners need to be swapped. The way to fix this is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is just take an unsolved corner piece out. Use the exact same strategy as before. I could go quite quickly at this point, so move it away. It just needs to go all the way at the back to swap the diagonal corners. So in inserting this, notice how when we insert the white and red corner piece, it actually takes out this other corner piece, and then we can just insert it like that. And congratulations on completing 50% of the 2x2 cube. And just to make sure 100% you've done this correctly, you should check every side. Not only do you have a whole side of white, but if you look here, you've got green, green, orange, orange, blue, blue, red, red. They are all the same color. Step 3. The third step for solving a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube is to make a whole side of yellow. To begin, cube rotate the puzzle so that the white side is on the bottom. I'm going to start off by explaining to you the corner orientation sequence. The corner orientation sequence goes as follows. Take the front right corner out, we bring the right side up, we move the top side to the left, and we bring the right side down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the top layer to the left, so we're bringing that corner piece back here. And then we're going to insert the right corner piece back in by moving the right side up. And then we're going to move the top layer 2 times, and then we're going to bring it back down, fixing our layer. And that is the corner orientation sequence. So I recommend you just practice this like 5 times, maybe just again and again and again. Very quickly, these 7 moves will begin to come into your muscle memory, and you would have memorized that sequence quite easily. Your cube can show any one of these 3 cases labeled A, B, and C. For case A, either 2 diagonal corner pieces will be oriented like we've got here, or 0 yellow corners will be facing up like here. If your cube shows one of these 2 possible scenarios with either diagonal corners or no corners, just perform the corner orientation sequence that we just learned. After implementing the corner orientation sequence once, your cube will either show case A, case B, or case C. Keep in mind that sometimes you might have to repeat the same case again. For example, in this scenario, when I do those 7 moves we just learned, and that was in case A, we've got no yellows facing up. That means we're still in case A. And if this happens, that just means that you have to do case A again. And now we're no longer in case A. Case B for the last layer is very easy to recognize. If you have just 2 yellows facing up and they're adjacent to each other, that means that you have definitely got case B. Make sure that these 2 corner pieces are on the right. Perform the corner orientation sequence. For case B, after you've performed the corner orientation sequence once, your cube will either show case A or case C. Case C is the best combination. Whenever you're doing case A and case B, you're really just trying to turn the cube into case C. And case C is when the one yellow sticker is facing up, which is this one. To begin, position your cube with the oriented yellow corner piece on the front left. And then you're going to perform the corner orientation sequence, which is the same sequence as before. You're going to take this corner out, move it to the back, and insert it like so. After implementing the corner orientation sequence once, you'll either need to repeat case C again, or your cube will contain a whole side of yellow. And actually, in my case, like 50% of the time you get case C, you'll get a whole side of yellow. But the other 50% of the time, you'll get what I've got, which is when you have to repeat case C again. So we're just going to rotate the puzzle so that the yellow is on the front left, and then we're just going to repeat case C, and you won't have to do case C any more than 2 times. So we're going to take this front right corner out, and then we're going to move it to the back, and then we're going to reinsert it like so. And congratulations, you've got a whole side of yellow. The fourth and final step for solving a 2x2x2 Rubik's Cube is to swap around a couple of pieces in the last layer to complete the puzzle. But first, you need to begin by learning the corner permutation sequence. The corner permutation sequence goes as follows. Push the right side down, the front side goes clockwise, you push the right side down again, back twice, pull the right side up, front side goes anti-clockwise, push the right side down once more, front twice, right twice. Again, just like with the corner orientation sequence, I recommend just repeating this algorithm just again a few times, and you'll just naturally memorize it if you just keep doing it over and over again. Let's finish learning how to solve a 2x2. Firstly, check if there's a side that contains 2 corner pieces of the same matching colors. So these two, we've got orange blue, so not quite, but if we rotate here, we've got green green. If you have 2 solved pieces, that's fantastic, and I'll explain how to do that in a sec. What about if your cube had this annoying combination where you check every side and you see that these two don't match, neither do these two, neither do these, neither do these. None of the colors match. If 0 sides contain matching corners on the yellow side, perform the corner permutation sequence to solve 2 yellow pieces. And since this case is symmetrical, we can do it from here, we can do it from here. There's 4 possible angles we can do it from, and it would all lead to the same result of magically matching 2 corner pieces. And to do this, I'm just going to perform the corner permutation sequence. So again, it's push the right side down, front side goes clockwise, push the right side down, back twice, pull the right side up, front side goes anti-clockwise, push the right side down once more, front twice, right twice. So now we've got the case where only one side has solved corners.
Match it again and again.
And yay, we got a whole side of orange. Congratulations on solving 3 sides of your 2x2. You're actually getting really close to solving it. Now we've got this third whole side. Position your cube with that new whole side on the back. And now you're ready to do the exact same corner permutation sequence that we're familiar with. Right side goes down, front side goes clockwise, push the right side down again, back twice, pull the right side up, front side goes anti-clockwise, push the right side down once more, front twice, right twice. And congratulations on solving the 2x2 Rubik's Cube. The last move is pretty easy. Just do that, and you just solved your first 2x2 Rubik's Cube. Look, your first solve might have taken you minutes, and that's totally normal. But now you know exactly what to do. It's only going to get faster from here. Grab that free cheat sheet at SpeedyGoneCuber.com if you want a handy reference. And massive thanks to SpeedCubing.org for being our sponsor. They're the best place to get quality Speed Cube, including 2x2. Use discount code SpeedyGoneCuber5 to get 5% off any orders. Now that you've conquered the 2x2, are you ready for the real challenge? Check out my 3x3 tutorial right here. I break it down just as simply. Drop a comment when you get your first solve, and I'll see you all in the next one. Happy cubing!